Access denied.
Not even one of the scientists survived. The Metroid hatchling is gone. So I guess what I'm saying, Adam, is we're gonna have to get cozy on this planet, because we've got a lot of work to do.
You programmed me to enjoy work, so this is great news. Mapping out planet Zebes.
So now that you've seen the trailer, let's get into some of the techniques that were used to make it. This one might look a little bit advanced at first, but remember, just like a Metroid, it's scarier than it actually looks once you get up close, and I'll link to some basic tutorials along the way. So how do we make a trailer like this? Almost every shot started as an image. I typically use midjourney to make that image, but Leonardo AI also lets you do it and has a free plan. You can then animate that image with Runway, Pico Labs, Leonardo AI, or Hyper, which is free. Last, you need a video editor. CapCut is my recommendation to get started, but any video editor works. I use more advanced software like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere, but you don't need it to get going. So I'm going to show you what I did in Midjourney. So Google Midjourney Discord if you'd like to try it out yourself. Then on your left side, you click Newbie Channel. At the bottom, you type /imagine in this little prompt line here, followed by your prompt. And then --AR16:9 is going to make it widescreen for you. So Super Metroid, for those who don't know, is an old video game. And the challenge that I have is turning pixelated characters and objects into something that looks like live action. So what I often do is use reference images, and you can find an image as something that you want it to look like, drag and drop that image into the Midjourney Discord channel, and then click and right-click to copy the image address. In your prompt, if you type --C_ref, which means character reference, you can paste the image address link into there, and Midjourney will recognize it as your character. You can even add a second image link here, and Midjourney will try and combine the two images. Before we hit enter, we need a prompt though, and this needs to describe what the shot is. So my prompts are kind of advanced. Yours don't have to be like this at all, but I'll show you an easy way later to make them seem more advanced. The first part of my prompt starts by describing the subject. I then get into descriptive detail about the subject. Then I describe the background, getting more specific about lighting and tone. And then finally, I describe some specifications like the camera, the film stock, and the color grading. I have two parameters at the bottom for my aspect ratio because I wanted extra widescreen. And Chaos 5 tells Midjourney, give me more variety in the images you send me. So I'll put this prompt in with the two image links and I'll hit enter. Now you could have just as easily said a green alien and left it there, but if you want more advanced prompts and this is intimidating, I have a GPT that you can find in the ChatGPT store that'll let you auto-format advanced Midjourney prompts. This is an idea of what it looks like in some areas I used it. So now I get 4 images that look more like a combination of the 2 images I linked to, but they look a little like a video game and I want more photorealism, so I'm going to take it to another tool called Magnific. This lets me upscale the image and add in some small details that increase the realism. Another thing I often do is use Photoshop to modify the images. If I highlight a section I want removed and choose Generative Fill, Photoshop will help in-paint that area and remove what I don't want. I also use Photoshop to create the effect of the futuristic blast door that locked out Samus. You can see here that there is a layer I created using Generative Fill over the original image. In my video editor, I created a transition between the 2 shots that lit up the screen as it switched between the 2 doors. This created the effect of the door changing. When I wanted it to look like Samus's charge beam blasted the door, I overlaid lightning because I knew that Runway would pick this up when I animated it later. I also rotated the door a bit using Runway's camera control to create some more visual energy. A real simple trick to making it seem like Samus was in an elevator was layering an image over another video and lowering the opacity of that image as the shot tilted down. Any video editor is going to let you do this, just find out how they modify opacity in yours. And finally, for the scene with Samus talking with her helmet off, I used 11 laps to get her voice, and you can choose a voice, then type out what you want it to say. Or you can record your own voice and give it some more realism in speech-to-speech format. For the lip sync, I use Runway, but I have early access, so you can go to Pika Labs' lip sync and get a similar result.